Okay, so let's start with chapter 18 of our A-level syllabus, which is MailMerge. So in this practical task, what we will be doing is we will be creating a mail merged document. So a mail merge is basically a method in which you are able to take out a master document and you should be able to create personalized letters based on that common content. So let's say, for example, you want to send a letter to all the students informing them about an event, but the venue is different for different sections, or different for the girls section, different for the boys section. So what you can do is you can create a common letter, include placeholders, and those placeholders will be used to replace a personalized part that is coming from what is known as a source data. So our syllabus is going to be handling these following topics in our mail merged chapter. Okay, so let's move on now. Okay, so basically what is mail merge? It's a feature that is found in a word processing software like Microsoft Word. So what you can do in this software is that you create a common content, and you can take data from different sources and join it to this common content, or join it to this particular letter, and personalize the same content to different people. So you keep the personal data like the name, the address, or other things, social security numbers, credit card numbers. You keep that data in another data source. You can use Microsoft Excel or Access or even Word to make that source. You can also create the data source inside your word processing software itself, and then link the common letter and just include what is known as placeholders. And these placeholders will then be replaced with the data that is coming from your data sources. So what does mail merge require? It requires you to create a master document, and it requires you to have a source file. Now, what is a mail merged document? So basically it is a word processing document. So you will take the data source and you're going to link it to your mail merged document, and then that becomes your mail merged document. So you can either use, you have a tab called mailing, so you can either use the wizard to carry on your mail merging, or you can choose from one of the options that you can do a mail merge for. Okay. Next, what are the different steps to create a mail merge? So first step is you need to create the master document. So you will either type out a content or the data, the letter, the master document letter is already given to you. So you're going to open up that letter and you're going to insert placeholders where you want the personalized part of the letter. Once that is done, you have to create the source file. So either the source file is given to you, or you have to prepare the data which needs to be added to the master document to go where the placeholders are going to be added. So any softwares like Microsoft Word, Excel, Access can be used. It can also be added in the master document itself. Once you have your source file also ready, next step is to be able to link the master document and your source document together. So you will be using the mailing tab to do that. Once that is done, next step is to replace all the placeholders with your merge field codes. If you need to add any rules, you add those rules. Next step, go back to your mailing tab, finish, and merge the letters. So you can filter out, I want to send the letter only to the girls section, or I want to send it only to grade 12 students. So you can apply the required filters. The option is available for you. Merge the documents, and then you can choose to either save it, print it, or even email the data or the letters. So before merging it, you need to spell check and proofread the data. So these are the steps that we need to follow in order to create a mail merge document and to be able to prepare it for evaluation. So we're going to start with the task 15.1 and 15.2 from the ICT textbook. So boatclean.rtf, this is my master document. It's already given to you. It's a prepared common letter. Now what I need to do is I need to be able to replace what has been highlighted over here with placeholders or with merge field codes and link this to my source file. So how do I start? I'm going to go into my mailings tab, start my mail merge, and I'm not going to use the wizard. I'm just going to click on letters. Okay, so I started with my mail merge. Second step, link your master document because it's already prepared for us with your source file. So which is my source file? I have a file which they have given me known as boatclean.csv. So select that, okay? And I'm just going to go into my location and select the file. Okay, now you can see that these have become highlighted. It's editable for me. Take a look at the recipient list. You can see that all the recipients have been added. Okay, so now let's move on to editing of this master document. First step is I need to replace all the placeholders with the required merge field. So first step is my date. So I'm just going to replace this with a date. Most of the time they will give you the format for the date. Here they've not specified anything. So I'm just going to put a common date in the format of DDMMYYY. So for that, let's move to our insert tab, okay, and let's look for quick paths. Okay, all right, so I'm not going to be entering it using date and time because you will not get the merge field codes if you use this one. I'm instead going to use my quick paths field and search for date. Select date, and they haven't given me a specific format, so I'm choosing my format and I'm going to click on OK and remove the required, the highlighting. It's not required anymore, so remove that off. We don't want any more highlighting. Okay, next step is to insert customer name and address over here. So back to your mailing tab, select your merge fields. So I need name. So I'm going to include forename, space, and my surname, okay, and address. So address is going to come in separate lines. So address 1 and so on. Okay, there are 3 addresses here, including your postcode, and that would end this part. Okay, so customer name and address comes here. So that part is done. So I'm going to delete off that part, remove all the extra spaces. I need a space after this, so I'm going to put that also. Next, customer name comes over here. They've not asked me for a title, so I'm just going to put the customer name over here. All right, and let me remove the highlight. Okay. And we also need to follow the spell, proofread and spell check. So a comma is required. All right. Next one, as a recent customer who bought the boat make in here. So this has to be replaced with the merge field code called make. Okay. And a space required. Remove the highlighting. So once that is done, you've done all your merge field codes. Fix up any grammatical errors that can be there. I can see 2, right? And you need to add in your candidate details. Okay, and we now need to merge this. So we are done with the merge field codes. We have added all the merge field codes. What we now need to do is we need to be able to run this they've asked us to send this only to all customers who own a yacht so that they can bring in their yacht for a cleaning service. So if you take a look at mailings and we go to the edit recipient list and we expand this, okay, so you can see type of boats. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I should get 6 letters. I don't want jet ski and power. I want to only include those people who have bought a yacht. Okay. So 6 letters should be there for me. But at the same time, they don't want the letter to be sent to Mr. McGregor. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just manually uncheck this so that the letter is not going to be sent to him. Then I'm going to go under my filter option and select type equal to yacht. Okay, and click on OK. So this has filtered out all the people who own yachts, and manually I have unchecked Mr. McGregor. So I should be able to get around 5 letters and not 6. So once this is done, we are now going to go into finish and merge and click on edit individual documents. So now you will see 2 Word documents. You will see a Word document that is your master document over here, and you will see a letters document. Both the documents are important for you to submit for evaluation. So the master document, you will have to save it along with your candidate details and submit it into your folder for evaluation along with your letters. So let's cross check. Okay, so this is 1 letter, this is the 2nd letter, and this is the 3rd, 4th, 5th letter. So it's correct, right? So we have each. So what we can do, one more thing is we can also include, the title over here or a title over here also. All right. So this part is done. So this is how we have created or taken up a master document that was handed over to us, linked it with the source document, replaced the placeholders with the personalized part of the letter, and filtered out the data, and we have created the merged documents.